Okay, so real quick, I just wanted to make a quick short video about some of the questions I've been getting about this shop. You know, how much do I pay for rent? What's the square footage of it? How far a drive is it from my house? Why did I put the stuff over there? Why did I do this? Why did I do that? I just wanted to answer some questions. So first off, let's give you guys a little glimpse of the shop. It's getting pretty full in here. We got Jesse's truck. We got the mowers over here on this wall. We got my trailer, my truck in here. As you can see, we got the backpack blowers. We kind of moved those. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on right now. All right, so the first question I want to address is, why did I put the trimmers on this wall over here? Why didn't I put them closer to the trailer? Things like that, because during the season, all this stuff is going to stay on the trailer. It's going to stay on the truck. We're not going to unload and load up every single day. And honestly, this back wall right here is about the only good spot you have to hang stuff. These side walls over here, there's not a lot of studs in them, and it's very hard to hang. So that's why we kind of stuck with the back wall here. Actually thinking about maybe moving some stuff around, maybe moving the desk over here so we can hang some more stuff on the back of this wall, because like I said, we're finding out that hanging stuff on the wall on these two big walls over here is pretty difficult. So how far is the shop away from my house? I timed myself today. It took 9 minutes and like 40 something seconds, 50 seconds, just under 10 minutes to get here. So another question I got a lot was, am I renting or did I buy? And I did rent this shop. I did not want to rent, but for the past year, for a whole year, I've been looking at land to buy, I've been looking at options, things like that. Just not a whole lot of affordable options for me right now in that area. I'm going to keep on looking. If I find something, I'm going to buy it, and I'm not going to rent this no more, and I'll build my own shop. But for right now, this will have to do, and I think it's going to work out very, very well. So now I want to go over some pros and cons of the shop. Obviously, some of the cons are it costs more. And one thing I wanted to address is, this doesn't mean that I'm big time now, and it doesn't mean that you know, I'm a big lawn care company now. All this means is this: I have more overhead now. I haven't picked up any new clients. I plan on it, but as of right now, I haven't really picked up any new clients or anything like that. So my overhead is just more now. And honestly, the only other con that I can find is, at the end of last year, I found a guy in my town, just right down the road from me, that said he will take my grass for free. I can just dump it on his property. Now, that's a con right now, because now the grass dump is actually farther away from where my shop is. So we're gonna have to deal with that. Like I said, those are the two cons that I can really come up with, and those really aren't bad things, but there's a lot of pros to this shop. The first one is, I am 10 minutes closer to about 90% of everything that I mow. That's 10 minutes there, that's 10 minutes back. That saves 20 minutes right there. You got two guys on the truck, that's 40 minutes a day. Now, unload and unload time, we don't have to do that no more. So that saves two guys another, you know, 15 minutes each time, because obviously it doesn't take that long to load up a trailer. But you know, when you got guys and, you know, they're kind of talking, they're jibber jabbering around, now they can walk through the door, hop in the truck, get their list of what we're going to mow that day, and they're gone. Everything's already going to be on the trailer. I'm going to make sure that everything is just ready to go for when these guys get here in the morning. They can just take off and go. There isn't going to be no time to BS in the shop or things like that. They can do that in the truck on the way to their first job. So the next one I've touched on a few different times now, but I wanted to separate my home and my work. And this shop definitely does that, and it kind of leads me into my next point, was the fact that having a shop like this and having my own business address now, it just kind of makes you feel a little bit more professional. It gives you a little bit more professional look than working out of your garage. I think that's going to help with picking up some bigger jobs, commercial jobs, things like that. Because when those guys look at a company, they don't just look at, you know, what kind of work that you do good work, things like that. They want to know that you're going to be able to perform, or you have the equipment, or you have all this stuff to get the job done. and it just doesn't look that professional when you're working out of a garage. Obviously, I've done it for 3 years. It's worked out fine. I'm wanting to take the next step up, hence the shop. Another one that's kind of overlooked that I thought was a big one for this shop was the mindset of my employees. I think when employees come to work at a business location and not somebody's house, I think they have more of a work mindset. More like this is a real job, a real company, and I need to be on my toes and do the best job I can, or they're going to find somebody else. I really think it's a big thing as far as just the mentality of your workers. I mean, I want my workers to feel like that they're working for a top-notch company. Another thing this shop does, it actually gives me room to grow. Right now we're kind of jam-packed in here because I got a lot of Jesse stuff in here, but you know, we still got a lot of room to go, and it gives me the opportunity to grow a little bit before I outgrow this. So the biggest question is, how much rent is this shop? This shop is 1,500 square feet. It's got a 14-foot overhead door. It's got an office up there. It's got a bathroom. It has water, it has electricity, it has gas, and it does have trash. I do not have to pay for water and trash. That is included with the rent, but I do have to pay electricity and I do have to pay gas. So the rent is actually $625 a month. I thought that was pretty good. My electricity, I'm going to try to keep down to a minimum. Obviously in the summertime, I don't think we're going to be using a whole lot of electricity at all. The electric company told me average it's anywhere from $50 to $75 a month is what the previous tenant was paying. But like I said, that just depends on what kind of business they were running, if they were in here a lot. Right now we're kind of using the lights during the day, but in the summertime, most of the time throughout the year, I just don't think we're going to use a whole lot. So I'm actually figuring up about $700 a month is what this place is going to cost me. And if you look at the man hours that I'm going to save from unloading and loading the trailer, the drive time to and from all the properties, all that kind of stuff, I think I came out pretty good on this shop. And also the other place I was renting to store some of my family stuff was $150 a month. So we're knocking that off. So now we're down to $475. Like I said, the money I'm going to save as far as manpower, unloading and unloading all the equipment, guys, I couldn't turn it down. I couldn't turn it down for that price. So yeah, like I said, I just wanted to kind of go over the shop a little bit. I wanted to answer some questions. I want to give you kind of the pros that I thought kind of weighed in my mind about the shop. The two negatives, which really aren't really that bad in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think. Is this a good investment? What do you guys think?